Hello everyone, and welcome to this rather unorthodox beginning of a tutorial for Transport Tycoon on FiveM. Today we are going to be talking about businesses. That's why we don't really need to be anywhere specifically. So I'm just heading over to a business that I'll use as a sort of showcase. But anyway, we're talking about the businesses. What they are, what they do you want them, that sort of thing. Now, in general terms, businesses are investments. You pay, let's say 80 million, bit steep for a new player, but you can pay 80 million for a business and you'll earn about 3 to 4 million back on that investment every day. So it's a long-term thing, but it allows you to earn money without even playing the game, which for most people sounds like a pretty good deal. Now, there are various prices to businesses. As I said, you can get 80 million ones, but you can also get them for as low as 15,000 or as high as 750 million. It really just depends on where they are and what they give. Now, the example that we're going to be using is Los Santos International Airport, as that has quite a lot of the perks that you get with businesses as well. So it's quite a nice little place to just showcase all those options that you get. So we are going ahead. Actually, we'll go this way. Right. So businesses, they give you perks based on which one you buy. So if you are buying, for example, if you're buying Los Santos International, like we're heading to do, you would get a faction spawn. The business bonus is something that a lot of people get confused by because they're like, oh, a bonus, but nothing happens. The business bonus is just how you collect your money once you've earned it. That's all a business bonus is. So you get that. You can get a spawn point, which is like the faction spawn. If you're in a faction, when you load into the game, you can choose to spawn there. You also get a garage, which is right here, which just allows you to spawn vehicles. And then you also get a ATM and a couple of self-storages. So, if you were going to buy this place, you would head to this green circle. See, I already own this business, but there it would say, do you want to purchase this business? And then you need to press F5 to confirm, because it's not going to take that much money without asking. And now you can see the perks here. So, as I've been saying, business bonus, how you earn your money. ATM, self-explanatory, get some money out. You get 2 self-storages, one being right here, and one being down by the helicopter refuel. And I have shut the menu. There we go. So, you also get vehicle garage, like I said, just out there. You get a spawn point, like I said, when you load in, you can spawn. And you also get access to the marketplace here. I don't know why businesses give you access to the marketplace, because you can just do it through your player menu. But if you want it, it's there. So, if we have a quick look on the map as well, get rid of that menu. You can see when you hover over a business, in the top left, it shows you the daily income, as well as all the perks. So this airport costs $125 million, as you can see in the top left. It gives you a daily income of $3 million, as you can see below that. Now, the businesses, they will accrue money at a rate of, I think it's 1 every 2 hours, something like that. It's not very specific, but it will fill up completely to the point of not gaining any more money after 2 days of real time. This is not game time, this is real time. It takes 2 days to completely fill up. So as that's the daily income there, if I then came back here, once it had filled up after 2 days, I would get 6 million rather than the 3 that it gives daily. This yellow icon here is where you would collect your money from. This turns blue after a full 2 days when it is full up. And that's a good indicator to know that you've time to go and get it. Now, this airport has got the perks that I've mentioned. There are other perks, such as this one doesn't have a boat boat spawner because we're not near a boat. It doesn't have a repair point because there's already one here. But these are things that businesses can give you, such as the pier over here. I believe this has both. So yeah, this gives a boat garage, a vehicle garage, and a repair point. So it's just, you got to choose what you want. Now there are two special businesses that they have sort of unique perks that none others have. One of them is the Pacific Standard Bank. Now this bank allows you to collect all of your business bonuses in one spot, which if you have lots of them is very, very useful, because there are 76 businesses and driving around to collect all of those would be horrible. So you can get a bonus collector at the bank which allows you to just get them all at once, but this does take 20% away from what you earn. You lose 20%. You also lose, because it's classed as income, you also lose faction tax on top of that if you're in a faction. And now that faction tax can be sort of toggled how much, if you're lucky you'll be in one that don't take much for it. So, like us at Globe Oil, we only have 1% tax at the moment because there's nothing new to buy. And we actually have our own bonus collector as part of the faction. It's one of the perks that factions can buy. This is much better than having every player get a $5 million business, because a lot of people, not 5 million, $500 million business, because most people can't afford that, which is fair enough. So having it as a faction bonus collector is much nicer for many people. That's one of the unique, or it used to be a unique bonus. Obviously now factions can do it, so it's kind of pointless, but it used to be unique. The other unique one is up here. This is the San Andreas Telecom network. It costs $750 million. It is currently the most expensive business in the game, but it gives you $13.5 million a day for doing nothing, which is very, very nice. So obviously after 2 days, you're earning 26 mil for nothing. You ain't done anything. It also comes, what makes it unique though, apart from the extremely high income, is that you actually get a chat prefix and a permission set. Now I don't actually know what permissions it gives you, because I haven't seen anything special really since I've had it. But the chat prefix, for those who don't know, is that little satellite symbol that you can see when people are chatting. If they have that small satellite symbol next to their name, it means that they own this business. And it's just sort of a way to flex on the lower levels, I guess. There's no real reason to it, it just shows that you have it. Other than that, this doesn't really have that much of a special set of perks. It just has a vehicle garage and a spawn point, as well as the normal bonus where you collect your money. But that is all there is really to it for businesses. Now, there are businesses in Liberty City now, in this new section. They have been added. I think they come to about 450 million for the lot. There's quite a lot of cheap ones, and then there's the dam up here, which costs 250, which I haven't bought yet. And the airport costs another 150. There you go, even more than Los Santos. So it's about 400 mil for all of the businesses in Liberty City. And then finally, you can also get train yards. Now, train yards are actually, they're not unique because there's about 6 of them, but they have a special feature in that they're self-storages, because they have a self-storage like the airport did, but the self-storages for the train yards are linked. So anything you put in at any train yard can be accessed at any other train yard, which at first, as well as having the daily income of 2 million, which is nice on its own, and the business costs 80 million. And at first you think, oh, that's amazing. Like, I can just stick stuff in the self-storage, get it out wherever I need it, it would save so much time. And it does. But unlike other business self-storages, these are not free. It costs $250 per item to store stuff in the train yards, which for a couple big items is not an issue. If you're putting 5 spools of copper wire in there, who cares? It's like $2,000, doesn't matter. But when you start putting, who knows, 400 flint in there, couple 800 sawdust, 1600 sawdust if you have the trailer that I do. That is 1600 times 250, and it very quickly becomes not worth it in the grand scheme. So they are good, but it is something to think about that they cost money to store in. They are not free storage. But that is all there is to it really for businesses. Yep, you buy them, you get special perks depending on which ones you buy, and they all make money. Apart from the bank, which is where you collect money. So that is the information you need for businesses. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more tutorials on Transport Tycoon for FiveM.